All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. This is Mr. Lunsford, and I'm glad you joined me this evening. Tonight's homework is for the evening of May 11th, 2018, and our topic tonight is Math 8 Enrichment, and we're looking at compound interest. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the reason that I call this enrichment is because officially compound interest won't be on the SOL, but it is a homework assignment. Simple interest will be on the SOL. And again, tonight's homework is compound interest, all right? So, for more information on the difference between simple and compound interest, go here. This is Miss Casey Barnes, and she does a fantastic job of simplifying and differentiating simple and compound interest. Now, I will tell you, most of the situations that you encounter as an adult, as a person, and well, just as anyone investing money, is going to be the compound interest situation. And if you're borrowing money, most definitely you are going to be encountering the compound interest situation. So go to this video, and I'm going to put the link up here in the corner. Go check it out. It's only about 11 or 12 minutes, and she does a good job. So again, what we've studied in class is simple interest, I equals PRT. That should look familiar. What I'm talking about tonight in our homework is this thing, compound interest, and it's not difficult. And all we have to do is plug in our numbers and follow the order of operations, all right? And compound interest is always going to give you, well, it's going to give you a bigger number, a higher amount of interest than simple interest, especially as the time gets bigger. So let's take a look at that. All right, compound interest, here we go. Number 7. Compound interest, and we have principal, rate, and time. We just use them differently. So here's our principal, $300. Our rate is 10%, and our time in years is 3. So we have 3 years. Now the formula is I equals P times the quantity, 1 plus the rate, raised to the time. So our time is going to be treated like an exponent. Okay, so our interest is 300 times the quantity, 1 plus 0.1, and remember, you got to convert that rate from a percentage to a decimal, and 10% as a decimal is 0.1. You just divide by 100, and then you raise to the third power. So 300 times 1.1, that's 1.1, raised to the third power, then 300 times 1.331, I equals $399.30, or $399.3. All right, so that's our first answer. Number 8. Our principal this time is $3,200. Our rate is 8%, and our time in years is 2. So the formula again is I equals P times 1 plus R raised to the T. And our interest is 3,200 times the quantity 1 plus 0.08 raised to the second power. And remember that 0.08, that's our 8% as a decimal. So I equals 3,200 times 1.08 raised to the second. I equals 3,200 times 1.1664. Our interest is going to be $3,732.48. All right, going on. Number 9. Again, our principal here is 20,000, our rate is 14, and our time in years is going to be 2. The formula is I equals principal times 1 plus the rate raised to the time. So interest 20,000 times the quantity 1 plus 0.14 raised to the second. Remember, our rate 14%. If we convert that to a decimal, is 0.14. All right, I equals 20,000 times 1.14 raised to the second. I equals 20,000 times 1.2996, and our final number is our interest is going to be $25,992. All right, going on to the next question. Principal, $4,000. Rate, 12.5%. Time, 4, as in 4 years. So our formula stays the same. Interest equals principal times 1 plus the rate raised to the time. So our interest is 4,000 times 1 plus 0.125 raised to the fourth. And remember, I'm using 0.125 because that's 12.5% converted to a decimal. When we go on to our next step, it's 4,000 times 1.125 raised to the fourth, 4,000 times 1.6018, and your interest is $6,407.23. Remember, we can only round to the hundredths place right here. So again, remember, watch that video and this will make a little more sense. If you're investing, compound interest is fantastic. If you're owing money, simple interest is what you want. That's it. Y'all take care, and remember, math is not just about numbers. It's all about the relationships that surround us every day. Have a good one.